Back in my day, you had to use passwords. 3 rows long.
3.
Uphill.
Both ways.
All right, welcome back to Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. As always, fix her hair. I like how she fixed it and then her hair just goes She gets it all nice and straight and then the humidity.
Dude, I feel that on a spiritual level.
Humidity just hits. And then she's like, well, what can you do?
I straightened my hair, and then as soon as I made it to work, it was curly. And they were just like, your hair looks nice. And I'm like, it's the humidity.
See, I don't get humidity. I just get that one cowlick that refuses. I will not be silenced!
I love it.
Damn cowlick. Doesn't matter what I do, just poof!
Turn into a oily poodle.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna take a bath before we head out. It's Father's Day at the time of this recording. Speaking of which...
Sob.
Aw, many years ago I came to this island with my beloved bride-to-be. Our only wish was to be joined in holy matrimony. But a horrible monster, a servant of the pirate master, found us. His gaze turned my beloved to stone. I could never leave her side. Take this ring so that I can finally forget my sorrows. All right, we got the wedding ring.
Random.
No ding ding without the wedding ring.
No! No ding ding without the wedding ring.
Oh, and that lovely bird took a lovely doodle on your hand. Alright, so let's explore some more of Saliva Island. So all of the islands are not to be approached in a linear fashion. You're supposed to kind of like comb through and based off the abilities you have or like what you see. Okay, I don't have that yet. I'll get back to that. So like each island is like a mini Metroid map. They're fairly open. There's some puzzles. Because right here, that's where we're supposed to put the ring.
Okay.
But if you just show up to the rock, it says, something has to be inserted here. And that's it.
Yeah.
So Paper Mario did the same thing. It's just like, something seems to be missing here.
She's like, I don't understand.
And then I use the manhole and she's like, creative, but no.
I know.
I admire your creativity. You're going to go far in some places.
Oh, Olivia.
But I'm afraid that's not what we need at this moment.
That's not right.
Dumbass.
I know. I'm
just waiting for Olivia to be like,
Olivia, like, on screen to be like, I'm really bubbly and cute. And then as soon as the camera turns off, she, like, pulls out a cigarette that's like, yeah, bozo. Like, just...
I feel like that's Ollie's job.
Like this deep, scratchy voice.
I think she's just like, wee, this is so exciting. And Ollie's like, I'm surrounded by morons.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm going to fold them all.
Pretty much.
Fold them all in my image. I'm guessing there's some like religious allegories with Ollie.
Yeah, that's some...
It's just like they must follow
like the
in
darker,
my image.
the darker side.
Yeah, he has his own like dark, twisted ways for a Mario villain. Because Bowser, at the end of the day, wants to...
He just wants Peach.
He wants Peach and he wants to rule the kingdom and he wants to beat Mario. That's it. The Shroobs wanted to prosper by absorbing the life of others.
Right.
Ollie, for what we know so far, wants to fold everyone into his image. He believes everything should be origami.
What is going on?
So these statues, they lower at different times. So I have to bring them up in a certain order so that I can like reach the top before they go back down.
Okay.
So what was happening was that like if I hit like the first statue first and then the third, the first statue was already going down. There was a certain pattern depending on the timing of how long the statues last of when I could bring them up.
Okay.
And like that was the puzzle. It was to know the timing and be like, okay, that one doesn't last long enough. I should do this one first.
Yeah.
We got like little reptilian creatures peeking out
like
of waterfalls.
The dragon, yeah.
Yeah. You don't know where the hell his body is because like it's just a
floating head.
Yeah, it's just a floating head in the water. And then it peeks out. Meanwhile, we got this hopping one-eyed monster.
It's a poison dart frog.
It also spews like the remains of the fish it consumes. Another bubble shield. So yeah, it's very easy to lose track of like your health. So like you always just want to like look down and be like, oh yeah, my health's getting low. Because you don't get, like, that Zelda be-doo, be-doo,
Yeah,
be-doo.
where it's like, it warns
It's like,
you.
hey! Kingdom Hearts is the worst. It goes, weet, 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 weet,
Oh my
weet,
God.
weet, weet. And it's just like,
It
okay,
makes the
I'll heal.
The guinea pig sounds. Weep, 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 weep. We used to have a guinea pig, and it lived, like, downstairs in the hallway.
Oh, yeah?
At the bottom of the steps, so every time you walk down the steps, it would go weep, 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 weep.
Oh.
And it was so cute, and I wanted nothing but to hold it, but I was allergic to it.
Aww.
Hold it.
So you had to get rid of it.
Well, we didn't get rid of it. I just wasn't allowed to hold it.
You weren't allowed to hold
So
it.
I wasn't allowed to, like, take care of her.
So you got to look at it behind the big
Yeah.
glass. Ooh, it's a Gigalumox. What's the sign say? Caution, Gigalumox may become aroused by travelers smelling of ham!
Release the ham stink.
Yeah, we gathered the ham stink from earlier. Back at the camp. And with the ham stink, we're gonna
So
wake up the
weird.
Gigalumox. It's just a big lizard.
No, that it's aroused. They use the term it is aroused by ham stink.
And there we go. That's why it's called Saliva Island.
I like that she's just like, ew.
Ew. Oh, look! Another cacklebat. Let's take care of this bozo.
Yeah, bozo.
Bozo!
See, kind of to like loop back to a previous episode here of Shantae, I can do certain voices, but also not for very long, and
Right.
not very accurately the
Yeah.
same.
That's
I
one of
lack
the difficulties
consistency.
of being a voice actor and doing voices. I hear that from like a lot of professionals. They're just like, sure, you can do Porky Pig, but can you do Porky Pig
Over
reading a
and
book?
over and
can you do
over and
Porky Pig
over.
being sad? Oh, hey, we created a pool.
Ew, they're all like, let's hit the pool.
This is not a pool.
You're swimming in saliva, so yeah.
What's this? My porcelain baby fresh skin is too much for the sun. The light is bouncing off. Careful not to cross the beams. And there we go.
This is the weirdest freaking game.
It is a very weird game. And there we go. We got the petrify spell. Yeah. All right. So yeah, go. You enjoy.
It smells like bath salts because it's spit.
It's the spits of a giant reptilian. What was it called? A Lumox?
I don't know. It was some weird giant lizard.
Big
that
lizard
was
thing.
Aroused by ham stink.
Aroused by
Ham! Ham!
It's Ponyo's pet, is what it is. It missed the smell of
They
ham.
both are aroused by ham. Ham! Ham!
So we got the petrify spell, so we're gonna go back to the petrified wife
Okay.
and see
See
if we
if she
can
can-
restore her.
He's gonna be like, hey, now that you woke my future wife up, can I have that ring back?
Well, you see, it's
What had happened was,
stone.
I can tell you where it's at.
Yeah, really, I can show you where it's at. It's not that far. All right, so yes, we found something. There you go. The petrify spell.
Could it be? You found it, the spell that turned my beloved to stone.
So is she gonna wake up the same age as she was petrified, or is she gonna wake up and like the stone is gonna crackle off and he's just gonna be like, ew.
Ew. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Oh! He's gonna be petrified. Okay, then. Oh!
Well, that didn't work out as planned.
No. No, it did not. Huh. Well,
Oops.
whoopsies! Ah, and there's the rubble. They're dead, man.
Oh, they did.
All right, we're in the Spittle Maze. This
She's
is
like,
the
it's
first-
fine. I can still help. Oh, no.
Oh, I don't think they can walk that off. Eee. So this is the first dungeon. Each island has what's called a Den of Evil.
Okay.
And in that Den of Evil is a boss. And then it becomes very rinse and repeat. Ooh, yeah, monster milk. So you could stand right here and like farm for power-ups because those little worm-like guys continuously pop out of there. You can
Okay,
farm
so you
for
can
health,
really-
you can get healing items. It's a
Yeah.
very nice spot to be. Like, let's say
If you
up
just
to this point
needed-
you used a lot of your items
Yeah.
and you need some extra ones for the battles ahead. This is it. All right. Would you like to save your game, little missy? Back in my day, you had to use passwords. 3 rows long. Uphill.
Both ways.
Through 5 feet of snow.
So now that you've seen the house I grew up in,
Yeah.
I really did have to walk to school uphill both ways.
I see this. Through 5 feet of snow. Like Rugrats. Back in my day, we walked 15 miles up
How
the
many miles, Grandpa?
How many miles, Pop? 15 miles. Why do you always lose your keys, dagnabbit? Why do you always talk like a prospector when you're aggravated, conflabbit?
They're so sassy.
The adults make that show.
They do.
When you watch it as an adult.
As the kids, you're definitely the babies of like, let's go on an adventure and, you know.
I did not realize, and I know they're babies,
How
much they cried.
Not only cried, but like, I think they definitely overdid it with mispronouncing the certain words.
Oh, okay.
So I was just like, wow, it's every single word is said wrong. Like, I get it, you're a baby.
I mean,
But
in this commentary, I say every 5 words wrong. I'm not a baby.
no, where it's like, I'm trying to think of an example.
Okay, that's good. Ooh.
I didn't come with my whiteboard
Heard some venom from those words.
because I was just
Dripping
waiting.
off
Do you
those
have an
fangs.
example?
Do you have a reason?
Let me get my
Don't
spark
mind me,
note.
I'm just gonna destroy this lobster mini boss. I got a key.
Use keys to open doors and chests.
I'm just trying to think of like, I know it's not an exact example, but if they were saying like salutations, they'd be like salivatations.
Okay,
And it's just like, I get it, you're a baby, but like,
stop it.
every once in a while it's cute, but for every single word, I'm just like, I feel like I need to do meth to fucking understand these kids. I didn't, so
See,
I
that
have
didn't
going
bother
for
me. It was the constant crying. I forgot how often it
Yeah.
happens. And characters just screaming over each other.
Yeah. But like, the parents did make it funny.
Oh my god.
Just because, Stu,
chocolate
why are you
pudding.
making chocolate pudding at 3 in the morning?
I've lost control of my life.
And you're just like, yep. I feel that.
I relate to Stu.
And it's like, we are technically older than what they are. Whenever
Yeah,
the show
you mentioned
started.
that.
They were like 27 and 28 years old, and I'm like, wow, we're older than the Rugrat parents. Like,
Welp. So much for. Uh-oh. That was a trick. Yeah, that was. Ah!
well, bye, Shantae.
But see, even if you fall, it's not a game over.
Yeah, you
just
just start
lose a
back.
bit of health and you
Okay.
start back at the beginning of the room, not the beginning of the area.
Okay.
So it's very forgiving. Excuse you, little munchy imp.
It's definitely not as forgiving as Wizards and Warriors, but it's still nice.
Yeah. It's a lot better than Rayman,
Yeah.
where it's like, oh, you screwed up on that jump? You have 6 other jumps before the next checkpoint? Back to the beginning of the level.
Yeah.
There's 1 checkpoint per level.
If that.
I know, right? So those guys remind me of the enemies from Castlevania. Only you can't destroy them, they're just obstacles.
Okay.
Those like skeletons
Yeah,
that
the
shoot the
ones
fire
that
at
breathe
you.
fire. Oh.
Looky, found a shortcut. Secret, secret, hush, hush, hush.
I've got a secret.
Okay, so let's see what else we have in store. Yeah,
Ooh.
the pirate pistol. Risky's pistol, okay. So we found one of her pirate
You
weapons.
found her weapons.
Yay!
She wants
Press
her
the A
weapons.
button to shoot enemies. And that. So there we go. Now when we see that thing from afar, we know that we can
You
use
can shoot it.
the pistol. So we're going to go back to Scuttletown. We're going to go back to previous areas. And when we see that, we're going to be like, ah, we can use the pistol here to unlock a secret. That's how you find more heart squids. That's how you find more of the cackle bats.
Yeah.
And each den of evil is going to have a pirate weapon.
Okay.
And each time you get a pirate weapon, it's going to allow you to reach an area you couldn't before. So that's how this area is going to go.
Now, do you have like unlimited?
Ammo, yes.
Okay.
Yep. You can also use it to attack enemies. It's just super weak compared to your powerful
Your-
whip-like hair.
Okay, compared to the hair.
Who would win, Trevor Belmont or Shantae?
Shantae is like brushing her hair, and Trevor's just like.
I mean, Trevor has a lot more range. The way he whips that chain around and it goes all over the place.
I think it depends on which whip he has.
Yeah.
Like, if we're just, like, at the basics, I feel like Shantae...
if he just has the leather whip, I think Shantae can get him.
But
the Morning Star.
As soon as he gets that Morning Star, like, all bets are off.
Yeah, and then the other weapon he got that's kind of, like, similar to the cross, the thing that, like, spun all over the place.
Yeah.
There was a name for it, but in the games, it's known as the cross. But in the anime,
I really liked that thing. It was like a frisbee.
Oh, it was awesome. I loved how he'd always geek out about his ancestors, like relics and stuff, because like he's a very like.
It shows that he cares. Like he's not just completely aloof.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Which isn't likable. Like if your character doesn't care about anything, why do you care about that character?
Exactly.
Like they have to care about something.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's minimal.
Yep. And where Trevor always cared, like from the get-go, was just things about his ancestry.
Yeah.
Not so much about the legacy themselves, but more about
the
like
stuff.
The stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
The trophies, the symbols. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. Let's show a bubble shield and a pike ball. See, now I got a little bit of an offense to me. So even if they hit me, they'll get hit as well.
Okay.
And there we go. There's good one. And now we're going to take care of the other guy. There we go.
She's like, all right, let's go.
Doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. Alrighty.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, so she can...
Yeah, I don't even have to attack. I can just run into them and they'll get destroyed by the pike ball. And there's another item we can get called the super pike ball that I think has like 2 or 3 that circle you.
Oh, okay. It'd be kind of funny if she like hurt the save guy. It's like, ouch!
Would you like to... Ouch! 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 Be nice to your elders.
Turn that light out.
Alright, that's the boss door. And here's the first boss in the first den of evil. Cyclops Plant.
Okay.
Frighteningly fixated flora. Alright, so... Oh, he shoots a giant laser beam. And what we gotta do is we gotta shoot these flowers up and then shoot him with the pistol. He summons little globs to aid him. Uh-oh.
They're just like, tee, tee, tee. Little globs.
Oh, I see.
They're like, I was born as an eye booger.
Alright, they're tricking the placement. So now we gotta shoot from afar. There we go. Now we got you. And yeah, you can only attack it when the eye is exposed. When the plant encases the eye, that counts as its shield.
Okay.
So we need a little bit of timing here.
It's a fire and it's laser.
I'm a fire and my laser.
Very similar to the one boss from Trials of Mana.
Yeah.
The giant eyeball. Also, didn't Link's Awakening have an eyeball boss?
Link's Awakening did have an eyeball. It had like 2 eyeball bosses.
Oh, okay.
So it had...
Oh, we're not done yet. Now it's gonna bounce around. The boing boing.
Now it's like a Castlevania eyeball.
Yeah, it is. It's like the first boss in Castlevania The Adventure. Yeah. That's a very common boss because it's creepy, but it's also a simple design. It's just a circle.
Yeah.
And you just have like...
Well, not to mention there's
physics.
so much that you can do with an eyeball. Like, you can have it shoot lasers, it
Yeah.
can cry, it can blink and be protected. You know, I feel like there's a lot of different options for an eyeball.
So it makes for an engaging boss fight.
Yeah.
Even if the design is simplistic, the battle itself offers a bit more. But there we go. That was our first boss.
Yay!
And... Oh, a Tinkerbat. I mean, not a Cacklebat, just a regular Tinkerbat?
Hey, get back here! He's like, no thanks.
Nah, I'll just drop this. It's a map. Let's go see. You got the Spiderweb Island map. Oh.
Why is it always
Why
spiders?
is it always spiders?
Why couldn't it be follow the butterflies?
Follow the butterflies. Alright, so let's go tell Risky. We have our heading.
She's gonna be like, great.
See? So that opened up, and we can get the heart squid.
Yay.
Hooray!
You found a heart squid.
So a way to tell how many heart squids you contain is on the status menu on the gamepad.
Okay.
So you have 3 menus you can shift through on the gamepad. Your map, your inventory, and your status menu.
Okay.
Status is going to be like, hey, you have the pistols. These are the heart
Yeah.
squids you have. This is how much dark magic you have collected from the cackle bats.
Okay.
So it keeps track of like your progress throughout the entire game.
Yeah.
Again, apparently the PlayStation version, because the PlayStation doesn't have a gamepad, you just pause and the screen pops up. But they changed it in the Wii U version.
Okay.
Like, when you pause, you just pause the game. The game just pauses. There's no menu or anything that pops up. All right, so there we go. We have an island map. And we're going to set sail for Spiderweb Island.
The spiders.
The spiders have you now. All right, and I think we're going to save that for the next part.
All right.
Raring to go. We'll see you guys next time on Spiderweb Island.
Ooh.